So, what about luck? So far, the things we've talked about, we haven't really talked about much related to luck. We've talked about what you can do actively for your career. Some people think, well, maybe they're going to just get lucky to get ahead. And I've heard a lot of people who feel if you're rich, if you're successful, those people were luckier. And I'd like to sort of address that in this module. Most people like to gamble. A lot of people like to gamble. They get to bet small, win big. That is a huge motivational thing for many people. Generally, that's a huge motivational thing for people who aren't very successful. People who like to gamble a lot um, want to get something for nothing or for very little. That appeals to them. Now, the problem with that, it does happen, but the odds are not good. And it's all based on math. There's no luck involved. Gambling is not an issue with luck. Gambling is pure math. And as a result, somebody wins, and it's usually the house. If you go to Vegas, ever see why those hotels and casinos are really nice looking? There's no luck involved in that. That's all math. And all the math is against you. So keep that in mind. If you think something for nothing is coming your way, you're probably going to be disappointed. Just because someone wins the lottery, and that always gets a lot of publicity, that's designed for marketing purposes to get people to think it's more likely than it really is. The odds of winning are not good at all. And just because someone wins doesn't make it a good retirement plan. And I know people who actually, this is even their terminology, they invest $10 a week trying to win the state lottery. Is that really an investment? Now, if you would take the $40 a month and do that for the next 40 years, it would actually be a good investment. Your odds, you're not going to win. You're not going to be that one person out of a gazillion that wins. All you're doing is wasting your money. So if you want to throw your career chances of success and you want to improve them, don't count on don't bet small hoping to win big. Don't assume luck will come in and save you. It won't. Your occupation will save you. What you do will save you. If you do the things we've been talking about in this course, the odds of your financial success at the end of your career are really good. They're in your favor. You're the house as opposed to one of the stupid gamblers. Success is not luck. Success rewards your efforts over time. Not always fast enough for your taste, but it rewards your effort over time. And you control the time. So that puts everything in your control, and I'm a control freak. I like to be in control. Most people do. Always be looking for opportunities, but don't be stupid about it. If it sounds too good to be true, what do we know? It probably is. John Wooden, the old UCLA basketball coach, used to have a phrase, and it was be quick, but don't hurry. Be quick, don't hurry. In the last minutes of a game, everybody's nervous and everybody's trying to hustle, and you want to be quick, but if you hurry, you make mistakes. So if you depend on luck or aren't careful, but you got to be quick, but not hurry. Beware of hesitation. Beware of hesitation. I can illustrate that in the world of real estate, where I have spent a lot of my career. There's a concept, and if you look at that first bullet, here's what most people do in the world of real estate and, frankly, in the world of life. They say to themselves, if I can work out the details, I'll take it. What that really means is they want to work out all the details, make sure everything works, it's all safe, and then they'll move forward. That's the wrong approach. Because while you work out the details, I'm going to buy the place and steal it from you. Because somebody put that property on the market, you have competition as you have competition in life. And while you're trying to do everything careful, somebody else is going to beat you to the punch. You have to analyze quickly, be quick, as John Wooden would say, but then buy it. If you don't, you'll be too late. Now, the correct approach is the second bullet, or the second section. All the words, the reason I've always liked this is, to me, the symmetry of it all, is the words are identical, but they're in slightly different order. And it's the order that is critical. It's, I'll take it if I can work out the details. What you're saying there is you want to be decisive. Move on it. If it's an opportunity, jump on it. But work out the details later. If you can get the property under contract, you're going to build in some contingencies such that if it doesn't work out, you can bail and you won't lose much. But the opportunity you're going to take, but be able to cut the cord and get out of it if it doesn't work out the way you think. So if the details look good, take it. If not, don't. That is a good way to view opportunities when they come up. Because if you're too cautious, you're going to lose out. Okay, I've told you kind of what luck isn't, or here is what luck is. Luck is deciding as early as you can. The younger and the sooner, the better. Decide you're going to be a star. Decide you're going to be a financial success. Decide you're going to have a career, excellent career. Decide you're going to be a multi-gazillionaire. Whatever it is, decide. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Don't wait till you work out all the details. Don't plan forever. No analysis of paralysis. Or else paralysis of analysis. Sorry, backwards. By moving early, you get the early mover advantage, and it allows for compounding and little step-by-step incremental gains. Over a long time, everything counts, and you'll gain more knowledge, and your knowledge will put you in position to have more opportunities. And both compounding, long time frame, and knowledge, specialized knowledge, both of those are really important to you being, quote, lucky. Opportunity is better than luck. And opportunities are out there. You can find them. They are predictable if you are looking. Now, how to be lucky? Well, all these things will help you. Find work you like. It is more likely you become a big success if you enjoy it. That doesn't mean, there was a book many years ago called Follow Your, what? Kind of forgot, let's see, what is it? Follow your passion, the money will follow. Something to that effect. Oh, find something you love and the money will follow. Right sentiment, kind of good idea, hard to do. Just because you like something doesn't necessarily mean other people will. So you have to be a little careful with that one. Ideally, we want you to like what you do, but it also has to be something that has value to someone else. Work hard and smart. Everybody says, oh, you don't make it by just working hard. You have to work smart. No, you make it by doing both. The harder you work, the luckier you will be. Don't be afraid of difficult problems. Remember my concentric circles there. The more difficult something is, even though it's out of your comfort zone, doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Frankly, the harder stuff is, the better. I would tell my students, I'll give an investments exam and they'll score 63%. And they'll all complain how hard the stuff is. And I will give them my little speech that I'm about to give you. The harder something is, the better. If everybody got 95% on that exam, do you think employers are going to pay a lot of money when everybody can do it? The reason employers in the world of investments pay you a lot of money is because it's really hard. That's the only reason. If it was easy, they wouldn't pay you any money. You'd make minimum wage. If you have one of my designations is a CFA, I'm a chartered financial analyst. Well, some years ago, I did a little research study and I looked at, there are 3 parts to the exam, and I looked at how many people pass all 3 parts on the first attempt. Now you take one this year, one next, and one the year after. You can only take one per year. And at the end of 3, you're a CFA. Now, if you get to be a CFA, you're going to make a ton of money. If you don't, you won't. Well, roughly only 5% of people who take the CFA, and these are smart people. These are people, by and large, who have bachelor's degrees, and many of them have MBAs and PhDs in finance. And they take the exam. This isn't a bunch of undergrad kids taking the exam. It is people who work in the profession and have advanced degrees. Only 5% pass them all 3 on the first attempt. That's a good thing, not a bad thing. That's why they pay them big bucks when they're done. You should be happy for hard. Hard is good. The harder, the more rewards. You'll also be lucky if you create value for the employer. You'll also be lucky when you provide more service, more value, make your employer's life easier, better in some way. You get lucky the more people you serve. Everybody thinks rich people are selfish. No, rich people serve more people than poor people. That's a weird sounding thing, but it's the more people you help, the more money you will make. There's a famous individual by the name of Zig Ziglar. His philosophy on sales and business is, and really on life, is you can have everything you want if you will help enough other people get what they want. So you can have everything in life you want. And the way you do that is not by being selfish. It's by helping other people. The more other people you help, the wealthier you will become. Another principle of being lucky is take responsibility. You always want to take responsibility for what happens. Instead of looking to make excuses or lay blame on other people, so step up and admit it, I screwed up. Frankly, admit it even when you didn't screw up. Because as long as you take responsibility, you can fix it. You don't want to be in a situation where things happen to you that are outside of your span of control. Those are the ones that are scary. Things that I'm responsible for, I like, because I can make it happen. That's how you get raises and promotions. Not luck. Or it's the luck I create myself. So your philosophy, I developed this kind of recently, actually. And this will tend to happen when you get older. You'll start thinking about life a little bit. And when I started thinking about it, I was doing an exercise for a program where kind of going through a little bit of review of your history. And I was thinking about it, and this concept popped into my head. I tend to regret more the things you didn't do over life, opportunities that came up that I passed on. Things somebody asked me to do this, I turned it down. Regardless of how it would have turned out. There are some things that I probably turned down that would have gone badly. Others would have gone well. But that's what I regret, is what I didn't do. Much more than the things I tried that turned out badly. And there's a bunch of those. I invested in that apartment building and that got foreclosed on. I lost money, screwed up my credit, shouldn't have done it. I can give you a long laundry list of all the screw ups I have had. I don't mind those. Every one of those I learned what not to do next time. And that's really important. Learning what not to do next time is how you gain wisdom. But the ones I regret are, I had a chance to do that and I didn't try it. I was afraid of that. I was too busy and didn't want to try to change my life to make it work. I feel bad about those. Not the things I screwed up and lost money on and whatnot. Learn to take advantage of opportunities. Doesn't mean you're reckless. Investigate, be decisive, and do it. Or not after your investigation. But whatever it is, remember, don't procrastinate. Avoid the paralysis of analysis. Your results will be based on, in general, more luck comes to people who put in more work, effort. Lucky people take action. They have a bias for action. Some work, some doesn't, but if you never, I had a coaching student once, teaching a real estate program, and he was paying me, I had him for 16 weeks, and I kept telling him to make offers on property. In 16 weeks, not one single time did he make an offer on a piece of property. How much money do you think he made? How successful was he with my little real estate coaching program? Do you think he made any money? No, he did not. And then he was unhappy that I hadn't magically made him a ton of money. And I had to explain, as I had been doing for 16 weeks, you will never make any money in real estate if you don't buy any real estate. So he was, quote, unlucky because he didn't take any action. No, he didn't take any action. That's why I did not get results.